Recognized around the world as the leader in sports television, ABC Sports celebrating its 25th anniversary.
We are live from the Orange Bowl in Miami, Florida. There's a sellout crowd, of course, a wild air of anticipation. The undefeated Chicago Bears are in town to meet the Miami Dolphins. There have been 3 undefeated teams in the NFL over the years. The Bears have a pair of them. The last to be undefeated were the 72 Dolphins. 14-0 regular season. They went to 17-0 with a victory over Washington in Super Bowl 7. Miami would like to see their record stay intact. They would like to win tonight, but more importantly, they are fighting for a divisional playoff, a divisional championship. They know that tonight, if they can defeat the Chicago Bears, they will move into a first-place tie with New England and the New York Jets. It should be a wild one.
ABC Sports Exclusive is brought to you by Radio Shack, your Christmas electronics store. By Chevrolet, who invite you to live the style, performance, and fun of Chevrolet in '86. By Light Beer from Miller, everything you've always wanted in a beer and less. And by McDonald's, it's a good time for the great taste of McDonald's.
I'm Frank Gifford, and we are glad you're with us tonight. We think we have what could be a classic. The undefeated Chicago Bears, they are 12-0, looking to go 13-0 against Miami. They're looking ahead, even beyond that, to perhaps a 19-0 season. No football team has ever done that. The Dolphins in '72 went to 17. But in retrospect, this is a team, as you look at them, that the late Papa George Bear Hallis would have loved. They're wild. They're a little bit crazy in certain positions. They do a lot of things. I don't know what he would have thought of the refrigerator, William Perry, but he would like this team, and I'm sure it's what he had in mind when he handpicked Mike Ditka some 5 years ago to take over, the former All-Pro tight end for the Chicago Bears. The Miami Dolphins, of course, would like to cut the Bears off at the pass, so to speak, from becoming the winningest team in a single season in the history of the NFL, but they know it's going to be difficult. And there was a difficult game played here many years ago, following the season of '68. There was a team that was said to be unbeatable. I'm thinking of the Baltimore Colts. And there was a very cocky quarterback named Joe Namath who came out and said, we'll beat them, and he promptly went out and did that. All right, similar situation perhaps, Joe. But what does Miami do with these big bad Bears?
Well, Miami's going to have to play the best game they've played so far this season. It certainly is a similar situation in that this is still a game of emotions. And if either team has an emotional edge tonight, it's the Miami Dolphins. They need this game to keep their playoff hopes realistic. Now, the Bears are a sensational football team, but they haven't faced the likes of Dan Marino, Mark Clayton, or Mark Duper yet. The key for Miami tonight will be putting a makeshift offensive line together, giving Dan Marino enough time to get the ball to the outside, because believe me, Duper and Clayton, they're going to get open. The defensive line of the Dolphins and the linebackers, they have a major task, stopping Walter Payton. I don't think they can do it. Here's O.J. to let us know a little bit about the Chicago Bears.
Well, when you talk about Chicago, we're talking about a happy team, Joe. These guys enjoy one another. They enjoy their coaches. They can't wait to game day. And normally that spells victory no matter what game you're playing. On offense, they got Walter Payton, and he's doing it all. He's already got just about every career record there is, and he's going after the single-season records now. If he gets 100 yards tonight, that'd be 8 straight games in which he's done that, and that would knock Earl Campbell and your boy right out of the record books. We had 7. Defense is the key of the game for this team. They'll line 9 guys up. They'll bring any combination of those 9 guys. They're trying to confuse the offensive line blockers, and they're trying to make it difficult on the quarterback to read his keys. But the key will be the play of their cornerbacks, Mike Richardson and Leslie Frazier. They must slow down Duper and Clayton at the line of scrimmage to try to disrupt Marino's timing. If they can do that, they'll give their pass rushers time to get to the quarterback, and it should be 13-0 for Chicago. In any event, we're talking about Marino, we're talking about Payton, we're talking about Chicago's pass rush, and we're talking about the passing game of Miami. It should be one well of a football game.